first singer to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. And while we go to these phone calls, we can see what the answers are that people are going to give. And it is the most eclectic list of answers.
It's astonishing.
I'm going to give you the ones that are wrong first, okay? Because I just want you to hear them. They're going to disappear as soon as I get this. But the first singer, somebody thought Eminem was the first singer. No, we're doing it. Mary J. Blige. No, she's doing it this year.
Yeah, maybe that's what they thought.
Tommy Walker, Elvis Presto, New Kids on the Block. But the actual answer, I think, Pierce has for us. Hey, Pierce, are you there?
I'm there.
Who was the first singer to perform at Super Bowl halftime show?
Carol King.
That is correct. And you got it right, Pierce. Hang on the line.
Kiss you all my hand, baby, quiet, continental, with diamond, with everyone know. I'll kiss you, baby, grand, but it won't pay the rental on your
It was 1970. She was a big star back then.
Who can we get? A bunch of guys smoking cigars in the boardroom. Who's going to appeal to this audience? Carol King.
So, Pierce, we're going to give a pair of tickets to the Ghost and Volbeat presented by MMR this Saturday, tomorrow, at the Waterfront Music Pavilion. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster and MMR VIPs. Click contest over the MMR.com because we're giving away a Ghost autographed guitar and drum head plus a 4-pack of tickets. All right. We will start entertainment-wise with this interesting story. According to BuzzFeed, an article published yesterday, a dozen current and former employees of the Dr. Phil show say that the show fostered a toxic environment. Sources told the outlet that workers were forced to perpetuate racist stereotypes on the show, told to prevent mentally ill guests from taking their medication.
Yes.
These are clothes?
Clothing, yes.
Okay, sartorial.
It's what she likes to eat at the food court.
Oh, okay, no. Frequently give fans a double take, generally for their stunning elegance, but some are wagging their fingers at the Duchess of Sussex for the skirt that she chose to wear on the final day of her royal tour of New Zealand, Fiji, and so on.
It was a full cooter shot.
Well,
it was up above her waist.
No, it wasn't. She paired a stunning royal blue Givenchy sweater with a sheer blue pleated skirt. So there was some see-through to it.
Well, you know what? She has.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. But she has had a higher than they usually like the skirts worn with members of the royal family, but nothing outlandish. Whenever she's out, but she still looks elegant,
You can see the shape of her panties.
Yes. I mean, that's a little
Does
sheer.
it matter that there are sexy photos of her on the internet to the royal family, do you think? Because, when she did Suits and she did some modeling
There's a whole
stuff,
bunch of it.
Yeah.
And Nick, she had actually just done one prior to this whole...
To meeting Prince Harry?
Yes, and it's excellent.
And the whole family received a portfolio of all of this stuff and said, here's what we're dealing with.
She's a beautiful woman.
If you need me, I'm going to be reviewing these photographs in my chamber.
How long is that going to take?
Wappa. Fwap.
That's it.
The fappening.
Wappa.
By the
That's
way,
the royal family version of fap.
why does this all have to rest on her shoulders? Like, why doesn't she have people looking at her going, yo, dude, I can see your panties?
But she makes the final choice.
Yo, dude, I can see your panties.
By the way, Shake Shack,
Yep.
love their burgers, but I might as well eat them while I'm sitting on the toilet because that's how quickly they go through me.
Just for some particular reason?
Yeah.
Do you get the special sauce?
Dude, so...
He makes the special sauce.
I literally ate it one time, and I was driving home. I ate it by Helium. There's one right there.
Oh, no.
And I ate it.
Oh, no.
And I had to race. Oh, my God. I'm trying to get home. I was trying to get home.
Yeah.
And it was late. It was probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
I can make it.
And by the time I got to about Route 1 on 76, I was like, there's no way I'm going to make it. So let me get to the radio station. Quick.
Oh.
Stat, right?
Yeah.
Got to the radio station. Couldn't make it to the 4th floor. I had to dump by it outside next to the...
Dude, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you take a dump?
You crapped outside of the building?
I had to.
How long ago was this?
This morning.
God.
Kathy,
I
it was either that or in my pants. What do I do?
Sometimes I don't know.
Right? So I had to do it next to the...
Couldn't you at least pick a competing station?
Yeah. Well, no.
I mean, and also, just so open to tell the story. It's
Oh,
insane.
not right away. I had to wait a couple of years before the security footage was deleted. You know?
Hey,
Hey, Gav!
More FM's right over there.
What?
Q102 is right down the street.
Q102's down the street. He crapped there.
Oh my god.
The story does get a little bit better.
Funny.
How?
How could it?
But could you have imagined had he been stopped at another radio station simply because it was an emergency?
Yes.
Right.
Local broadcaster in a clear attempt.
Like a superintendent of a school.
Right, exactly.
Right?
He would have been raised to heroic levels here.
Now, how does the story get better?
Oh, man. I think I'm just going to end it there.
No. You started down the
Just
path.
say it quietly so we can't hear.
All right, I'll just whisper it.
They're not listening.
So,
Yeah.
so I had to
Smeared it on someone's car.
I had to leave it there in the grass.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it with me.
Right.
Oh, you didn't want to take it with you?
No. I couldn't. So what
You
ended
take
up.
your dog for a walk.
So,
I left it there.
all right. So a little bit did end up in my underpants. So I had.
That was just like a bingo.
So I had to put. Luckily I had. Nobody can hear this, right?
Right, no,
All
we're good.
So luckly I had all these T-shirts in the back of my car.
Did you fashion in makeshift underwear?
I literally wore a pink T-shirt as underwear on the drive home. Oh no, it gets better. Okay, so then I'm on my way home and I'm thinking, there is like T-shirts and poop and all this stuff next to the building. All right, so I can't. Like if security goes and they see that on Monday, they're gonna go, well, who pooped here?
And look at
Check the video.
security.
They're going to look at security and they're going to see me like all ashamed
Yeah.
crouching next to my car. So on Monday, I came back to work with a giant trash bag and I had to like collect it all.
Oh, my God.
And then throw it in the dumpster.
So he cleaned his spot.
yeah, I cleaned my spot.
hate you.
I hate me too, Kathy. When I got home,
And this was all because of what?
freaking Shake
Guys.
Shack.
Oh, Shake Shack.
No, not Five Guys. Don't you talk
They're
bad about-
fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Where in the building was it? Did this-
On the over
By
at
the
the
loading docks. Well, you unloaded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I'm
had to
sorry.
go. What's that?
Why didn't you come inside?
He couldn't get
I
in.
couldn't make it. I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I do, believe me. I'm not.
don't.
This is not a proud moment here, Kathy.
Yeah.
Though you would assume it could have been a proud moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you came back. And, that's noble.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily noble. It was self-preservation.
The last thing you wanted is that footage to end up. But what's worse, the footage of you doing it or the footage of you collecting it back up in the bag?
They watched both and they were like, okay,
Yeah,
well, he came back and cleaned.
You know, we'll erase this.
All right, so you should eat your hamburger upside down.
on the toilet.
That's what we got.
That's all. That's all I noticed. I didn't. There's
notice.
That's it. I can't top that.
No, it ends there.
I will not be able
Like
to.
a derailing train.
Right.
So nobody heard that, right?
Nobody heard that. People magazine is named its 2018 Sexiest Man Alive.
Yeah.
And it is Idris Elba.
Kathy,
The British actor says the honor has given him a boost of self-confidence.
what do you think? Are you an Idris
Pull up-
Elba fan?
Pull up a picture.
Okay. You don't
You
remember?
don't know what he looks like?
No, I do, but like, let me just look at.
Let her
examine.
drink him in.
I don't like. Is that the picture they use?
Let her take a sip of that chocolate
Yeah,
milk.
that's from people.com.
I don't love the picture that they use. I wish they used a different picture, but yeah, no, he's good looking for sure.
He was surprised after being crowned this year's winner. I was like, come on, no way, really? He told the magazine.
You guys.
He said, look. Here, there's the cover picture.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's like Lovey.
Well, like
don't know
Lovey
what
from
that- I don't know what that
Gilligan's Island.
No,
Lovey.
like not where you would look at some of them and be like, oh my god, he's so hot. Like this
Okay.
guy's like he probably would give you a good hug.
Part of it is his voice and
Voice, yes.
his demeanor. He is planning a wedding with his fiancee Sabrina Dahor. No,
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Sabrina Dahor?
Dower.
Dahore.
Dahore.
Oh, you mean Dahor?
Dahor. It's all the same letters.
Who are you marrying? Sabrina. Oh, Dahor?
Dhowre.
No,
And at
not,
first,
no, not Dahor.
if you move the W to the beginning or in between the D and H, it looks like Dahor.
No, it's Dahor.
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 Dahore. Anyhow, the actor has
I'm not marrying a whore.
16-year-old daughter named Isan and a 4-year-old son named Winston. What a great name.
Yeah, I almost
like
named my
that.
dog Winston.
From previous
him know.
relationships. Elba told people about his upbringing.
Yes, Idris. My name is Casey. I produce a show in the States. I almost named my dog Winston.
When you said let him know, I thought you were talking about let my dog know.
I did too. Come here, buddy.
Come here.
You're almost
Listen,
Winston.
Reggie, I almost named
Dog, I don't understand what you're saying.
We began Wigapalooza.
I'm very excited.
If you just tuned in, we talked about this a while back. What would Steve look like with a head of realistic human hair and not goofy looking wigs? Actual hair. We want to see what Steve would look like with a realistic looking hairstyle.
These wigs are usually fitted to people's heads, so Steve's got a bigger head. I actually thought his head was a little bit smaller than that.
Should we bring him in?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
let's have Steve come in and see what the actual. Wow! Dude,
Oh my God.
You haven't seen it?
Kathy's got to have a mirror.
Get the big mirror from the office.
Steve. You look better bald, man.
Casey,
you know what
that does look good. You fixed the sides.
Yeah.
Do you know whose hair I immediately think of for some reason? Because he looks like Danny Briere's hair for some reason.
Wow,
You're
you're
right.
Am I not wrong about that?
That's
Danny
absolutely
Briere,
right.
formerly of the Flyers.
No,
What? Who are you thinking of? Here,
Bachelor-
move your microphone over, Steve. So I can...
from bachelor party and
Adrian
Med.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, how
It's
come
the
no
profile
sideburn?
that I love.
I guess you have to. Well, I look like a '60s pop star. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Anyhow.
This is one that's for the ladies.
Yeah.
It's what you call a panty dropper in the biz.
Yeah, Steve. We need a voice with that
That's right,
wig.
yeah.
What is that? The voice?
I need
you
it.
think,
Yeah,
or-
I think that's kind of the name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
or kind of
obviously-
the voice.
The back looks good too, like
Does
the
the
neckline.
back look good?
Yeah, the neckline.
Yeah. The back looks real.
Am I making you wet, baby?
Looks totally real. Somebody says you look like Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody says Phil
know.
Mickelson or Ralph Macchio.
Well, a little Ralph Macchio.
A little bit.
The Karate Kid on Hard Times.
And by the way, you'll need.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi, how are you?
You'll need
What
to.
the hell happened?
There you go. Yes, Steve's doing the dance moves. And we'll put.
I could walk you home.
Makes me feel fine. Oh, Steve. The hair. Oh my God.
Summer breeze.
Nice.
Makes me feel
Oh, you've got to watch the webcam. Steve is singing directly to you.
I thought that was beautiful, actually. I have to go pleasure myself.
Hi,
I'm
Bri-
so turned on.
All right, well, let's bring him in and see what we have next. Let's have Steve. He's been out of the studio when he gets. Okay. The color is better on this.
Yes.
I think you like.
I like the dark.
Hey, I'll help.
You look like a stock boy a little
Right,
bit.
yeah. I'll get that for you, Mr. Jones. What do you want me to do with the canoe?
Just put it in the back. Put it in the back.
I'll move that around for you, Mr. Jones. Hey, can I take lunch now?
Every wig has to have a voice.
Right, yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Wow.
My name's Toby. This is a Toby, right?
Yeah, that's a Toby.
Yeah.
Toby.
Is that
Hi,
what
my
it's
name's
called?
Toby.
Is that what it's called? Seriously?
No. It's the Toby.
Oh, no?
Yeah. It intermatches with the Kunta Kinte.
Well, what was the last one? What should that have been? The
That was
Danny?
the Danny or
Yeah.
the Ricky.
The Ricky.
I like the Ricky.
That was Ricky. With a song for you.
No, it's
It's Toby.
Toby. Hey,
Yeah.
Toby.
Hey, you need any yard work? You need to have done? I'll do it. I'm 17.
Should we do a new wig next?
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
only have
doctor
an
wig.
We only have two more left. Let's bring him in. Let's see Steve's third wig of the morning. Wow, man.
It is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, and that's
a little
real
bit of
hair.
gray.
What's that?
a little bit of gray.
Just a little salt and pepper in there.
Yeah.
That looks good.
I think he looks like either
I think I'm ready for the boardroom and the bedroom.
I think Richard Gere, maybe.
She said she gave me 3 options: Richard Gere, Regis Philbin, and Eddie Munster.
What?
With the 3 hair.
Well, the one style we had going at first, he looked a little like Eddie Munster.
It's all sewn
Do I
in.
look like in the Cialis commercial? I say the man with the plan.
Yeah. You do look like the man with the plan.
Yeah, putting some more wind in my sails with Cialis.
Oh, is this the voice?
Yeah.
What's
Kids, we're gonna go mountain climbing and rappelling. And I can get aroused too.
What's a good name for this hair? First thing that comes to your mind.
Chet.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Chet Wainwright.
All right.
Dr. Chet Wainwright?
Yeah, Dr. Chet Wainwright.
PhD.
Yeah.
What are you, a doctor?
Not DDS?
Of course. It
The
wouldn't be
ladies
anything
are
else.
stacked too deep
All
out
right,
there.
now put the headphones on, and we'll see if this because
Radio chat.
Steve doesn't have sideburns.
I have
and
no
so that's
sideburns,
the one thing
no
that looks a little
eyebrows.
odd.
What happened was that they extracted me from the pod in the Matrix too quickly, and I hadn't fully formed.
I like this the
Put your
best.
headphones on.
All right.
Let's see how this looks.
I have hair over my ears, which is weird.
That looks real,
Let me see.
Steve.
Look at me. Can you look at me?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, call. Say hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry, you got to do it. Dr. Chet Wainwright.
Hey, Chet.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
All right, do it again.
One more time, ready?
Hey, Dr. Wainwright.
Can I help you, ladies?
Oh, my God.
I think we got a yeast situation.
Casey wanted me to play this music. All right, so.
It's an African-American wig.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. It's real hair.
Yeah.
It's real hair. I mean, it's just like a $1,500 wig. And this particular wig is going to a politician.
All right, somebody who's running for
Yeah.
office.
So it's a short crop.
Okay.
You know, it's a short crop.
All right.
Yeah, just take a look-see.
All right, Superfly, come on in. Let's take a look and see. Yeah! Yes! Oh, dude, Steve! Oh,
Out of sight.
Yeah! That looks real!
It looks pretty real. I think this looks the realest. Apparently, I would be a really good black dude.
It's a tight curl.
You know what this reminds me of, though? And see if this frames for you a little bit. Like Mr. Brady.
A little bit.
A little Mr. Brady in the latter part of the series.
Okay.
Sort of what they would call an Isro.
Yeah. No, you know what it looks like? It looks like my friend Nolan, who's Jewish.
Now, Peter, Bobby, someone broke that vase.
All right. So, other than the Brady affectation, what kind of can you need to look at yourself in the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a look and see what name, what voice, what your style is going to be.
Wesley Python. You like that?
Yes.
I love the name, Wesley Python.
My name is Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley Python.
So are you kind of? Oh, then they're kind of like a Billy D.
I'm like a Billy D.
Okay.
I'm like a malt liquor drinking.
All right.
Wannabe.
Yeah. Smooth.
Wesley Python. Smooth.
Yeah.
I go down like my ladies.
Hang on, I want to try something else. Yo, Wesley.
Is that good?
No, he's Isaac from the Love Boat.
I'll do it again.
Yeah. Yo, Wesley.
With the headphones on.
Yeah, there we go.
I love
even
it.
better.
Oh, that looks good.
Hey, all you boppers out there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right.
Wigapalooza on the Preston Steve Show.
From Funkadelic. Wesley Python with you. Let's get the funk on.
Hey, Wesley, do you have a
Hey,
favorite?
if you want to hear the song, send me a fax.
Do you have a favorite
that'd
so
be
far?
a self-addressed stamped envelope,
Yeah.
probably.
Send a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'll try to get it on for you in 3 weeks when it arrives.
Do you have a favorite so far?
What's that, little man?
Do you have a favorite wig so far?
Let me see. I'm kind of like, for the one that looks the most real, this one.
Yeah, right.
And the last one. They're both the ones made with human hair. The synthetics, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it.
I'm thinking the Chet was my favorite.
The Chet was good.
I'm the man with the plan.
Last birthday I saw is an actor named Adam Devine. And
Yes.
he was in Pitch Perfect. So,
Yeah.
Casey, I'm sure you got something queued up. Is him singing?
No, this is actually Ben Platt singing. He took over for Adam Devine because Adam left the band to go be a backup singer for John Mayer, if you recall, in that particular movie.
Okay, so this is the end of the movie, and they do that song Magic.
Yeah.
You love this version of it.
Oh, my God, dude.
that's why
I
we're
get
playing
so welled up.
Do it. Play it. I want to see you cry. He went on. He also had a role on Modern Family for a while.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I like him. He's good.
He's very funny.
Good, cool, comedic actor. He was also in a movie that I like a lot, The Intern.
Yep.
And he was in Why Him. He's been in a whole bunch of stuff. So here we go.
All of it, man. Like, it just builds to a crescendo, and these guys, and then the Barton Bellas, and I just get so happy.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
There's also a scene in Madagascar 3
Oh, my God.
where I think it's the hippo.
That's when the series hits its stride.
Oh, my God. When the hippo comes out and like, because they're working towards this big show, this big circus, and then the hippo comes out and Firework is playing from Katy Perry, and I got so happy that I started crying.
Listen, it's very impactful. I think even Gene Simmons got a little teary-eyed. when
That
that-
hippo makes the appearance in Madagascar 3. You need to understand it's the culmination of everything. This very large creature you would not think would be so adroit on the stage wows everyone, including a group of meerkats.
Even kind of, stone-hearted Gene Simmons crumbled to that.
Melted this icy heart. My face, I was smiling so hard, my surgically reattached face slid off my skull.
Oh, my God.
There's another crescendo.
There's an incredible scene where a platypus sings, "I was made for loving you."
What were you going to say?
I can't well, I just know it's at the end of the new Muppets movie that has Jason Segel in it.
Right.
Because they're doing this like telethon to save this theater. Something is it the chickens? I don't
What's
know.
happening?
Of course, the famous chicken scene.
I get so happy. Yes, they're doing the Gnarls Barkley song.
Oh.
It's F.U.?
Yes.
Okay. When they do that again, I'm so happy that I start crying. I don't know why.
It's just the way of
I
it.
cry out of happiness sometimes. Back to you, Preston.
From this made you cry? That one did?
I was so, I don't know. Maybe I was
Do you want
just
to
so,
bawl like a little girl?
Yeah.
You want to see a chipmunk sing Gnarls Barkley? Now that's incredible.
Oh, my
There,
God.
it's just a crescendo, and when it gets to that part, I don't know why I'm.
You
so
like
happy.
those? You like
I
those?
Love it.
Tug at the heartstrings.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how about at the end of Coco, where he's singing the song to the grandmother, Coco? That one puts me in absolute tears. Now, it's a little different than a chicken singing Gnarls.
You gotta understand, it's a crescendo that builds to that, right?
Okay.
It's there's a whole like sequence, and then it gets to the chicken singing.
Okay, I'm sorry. We have it on the video screen. Now that I see it, yes, wow, what a tearful moment.
Those incredibly talented chickens.
Well, the holiday season begins in earnest when Oprah Winfrey's annual list of favorite things arrives, showing America all of the wonderful things we probably can't afford this season.
Do you remember how huge this used to be? When she would have that episode?
Yeah. And by the way,
in fact, our favorite things when we first did the Christmas Miracle, that's what it was based on.
Yeah.
The original name was Things That Make Us Explode in Our Pants.
That's correct. By the way, Kathy's holiday activities list will be coming sometime soon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much ready. Marissa and I were talking about yesterday.
We're waiting on some musical accompaniment for that, so it's on the way.
Strange
My God, that was sexy the way she said that.
Ew, really? Don't ever say that.
But you went, yeah.
That's how I feel about holiday
I know.
activities.
That's what turns you on.
She bites her lower
sex,
lip
no,
like
thank you.
like Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Activities.
So
Floral and Hardy.
and she followed that up with, ew, don't ever say that.
Because it came from you. That's
I know,
weird.
I know. And on Wednesday,
Oh my God, I'm so moist. winter activities. This year including Hanukkah and Ramadan.
All right, so, and on Wednesday, even the 64-year-old admits that the list has gotten a wee bit out of hand in recent years. She said, these days, choosing my favorite things makes me a little cuckoo. What started as an organic extension of wanting to treat people to some of the things I truly love has turned into an annual list that takes a team to curate. I then go through every item, picking my favorites and narrowing the selection to my own. It's a process, but because it's important to me to remain as true to my original inspiration as possible. My guideline, do I really like it enough to want to receive it myself? So that's how she decides what's going to be on here.
Look at the judgment parameters. She's a multi. What is she, a billionaire now at this point?
Yeah. But she still likes fun stuff.
Yeah.
You know, little
Maseratis.
Yeah, little Maseratis you can play with. Perhaps the most infantile is a onesie sweatsuit for adults, dubbed the jumpsuit. In L.A., relax.
I already have one.
Onesie, we're running $168.
I have one that has Michael Dukakis' picture on it.
Yes. Like a onesie for grown-ups, this jumpsuit is a pleasure to wear on a long trip because you can curl up in it and still look fresh when you get where you're going. The stripe down the leg sure does slenderize as well, she says.
Hey, have you seen anything that's this year's Snuggie? You remember like a couple of Christmas seasons ago?
Yeah. Did you see? It's like an oversized hoodie sweatshirt.
No, I have not seen it.
That you can kind of like snuggle into.
So like you can pull it all the way up over you and everything?
So you know how like you and I don't do things like this, or like guys, we don't like cuddle up on the couch and crawl up into like a little ball, right? and sit up straight. So it's meant for girls
who bend their knees, and I know
who bend their knees.
So pull the end of it down over like a full blanket. I got you.
Yeah, like kind of put the legs over to the side.
I sit like this with like.
Yeah, it's called a huggle. Is that what it's called? Yeah, there it is.
The huggle hoodie.
Huggle hoodie.
Case, go do it on our couch.
I can. I'm not flexible enough to do that.
I can't bend my knees up like that. I do pull my arms into my shirt from time to time, though.
Yeah, you do in meetings sometimes too.
Yeah,
what I found out on
there are a couple things. The hand tuck under the thighs as you're sitting there.
Yep.
I like to build a pillow wall along my sides to keep airflow at a minimum.
Right.
And when you really want to get in cozy mode.
Yeah.
So that way I can sit down and fall asleep during the shows I'm watching.
Yeah, right, exactly. Case, this looks like a good idea for like maybe 3 minutes, and then I just start to sweat and like would not be able to get out of it.
I'm stuck.
I'm dying in here.
Bend my legs. I'm stuck.
Because I got the collar. I can't breathe. Holy Jesus. I need water.
Start having a panic attack.
Yes.
I love when you go, I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
So those are Oprah's, some of her favorite things this year.
Okay.
What about the $1 billion? Is that one of her favorite things? No.
Please welcome the one and only Mr. Mickey Hart.
Yay! All right.
Morning,
okay. Wow, I love the way you did that.
Well, thank you. I love the way you're
that was really great. You had rhythm. You had rhythm.
See?
Thank you.
You know,
Who could ask for anything more?
Let's get right into that. I love that you love rhythm so much. It's a huge part of your life.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's not melody and it's not harmony, but it certainly is rhythm.
You were exposed to percussive instruments and rhythm early on. Your dad was well known and well respected. And
I wouldn't go that far.
He was a musician?
He was a musician?
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, really? All right.
But he did dabble.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One
And then,
dabble,
and then
actually.
you were working in a you had a job and you were it was
I had a job once.
a jazz club.
Once.
Yeah.
A long time ago. I can't remember having the last time I had a job. Just thinking,
You don't call this a
thinking
job?
of the idea of having to have a job just gives me the willies. I mean, what would I do with the job? Oh, my God.
You wouldn't be a 9-to-5 guy working the cubicle?
No, I doubt it. But if I had to, I would.
You would.
Yeah, but I don't have to, and I won't.
Yeah.
But so you don't view what you do as a job?
Oh,
work.
no. It's a service. It's a service industry. I mean, that's what music is all about. You know, you provide a place where people can come and have an emotional moment,
Right.
and ritualize. So, yeah, I know, and I think it's very profound, and I'm very, what should I say? honored or
Yeah,
blessed
sure.
or whatever you want to call it to happen to fall into this universe as a percussionist or a drummer. To be able to do that is
But maybe even
it's a
people.
good thing.
But people who are maybe in the same situation as you, viewing it as a job, the fact that you don't view it as you view it the way you do.
It's
pretty
not
amazing.
easy, but it's not like a job. It's like when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is think of, the new day and what kind of new rhythms there are in it and how I can interpret that. And that's what musicians do. They interpret, society and whatever, you've seen or whatever it is, and they lay down that groove. And every 5-10 years you find a new groove and you work at it. Yeah, you do work at it, but you work at play. You work to play.
Sure.
You have to keep your skill up. I play every day 2-3 hours.
Do you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Absolutely. In order to get up there and do what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an athletic event. It's not like lounge drumming and stuff. This is the power stuff.
Well, speaking of reinventing and finding new grooves, I want to ask you about John Mayer because he's been with the band and touring with you guys for a stretch now. And I think a lot of people initially dismissed him as poppy and not the really great, incredible guitarist that he is. And from my perspective, he seems like the perfect fit for the Dead because he holds you guys in reverence, but he can also hold his own. What are your impressions on John?
John's a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
He's a gunslinger, as it were. And his guitar, he's beautiful. He plays great. He fits perfectly in the band, and he's a nice guy. I mean, I know he has this reputation and all that stuff, but I've never had a moment of weirdness with him. He's just a very pleasant person to be around, and he plays his ass off.
Before he was a star, he played in the conference room down the hall in these offices. And I went to see his show that night, and one of his strings broke during the performance. He tuned the guitar to itself and kept it. He didn't miss a beat. And right then, I knew this guy had it, and I was so impressed by his ability.
I'll tell you when I knew he had it was one day when he was just joined the band. And I had gotten him into this droning things, feeding back, getting a little crazy. And so during the drums and bass part, he got down on his knee and he put the guitar into the speaker and he started feeding back. And I was looking at him and I was saying, oh, okay. So I walked around to the front of the speaker, sat down right next to him, and I had on one hand, I had lighter fluid.
Yeah.
And the other hand, I had a Bic.
Okay.
And so he looked at me, I looked at him, and I said, I went like that. And for a minute, I thought he was
going to do it.
And then, so he took it, he did take it while he was feeding back, and he put he put the Bic on his amplifier, and he took the lighter fluid and used it as a slide. And so he played slides without lighter
Go
fluid.
full Hendrix on
And I said, John, you were going to do it, weren't you? And he said, I was really thinking about it, but the guy who makes my guitar is in the audience. I couldn't do it. He almost lit his guitar on fire, so I knew right then he was okay.
Wow.
I was wondering if you had watched the Grateful Dead documentary that was on Amazon and what your thoughts were.
No.
It was very, very in depth.
Oh God, it was just awful. I just did not like it.
You didn't care for it.
It was just a one-sided affair, and it was not for me. And it really didn't show the Grateful Dead in its totality. It was more like a Jerry, whatever that is, memorial thing or whatever. He was trying to do, but it wasn't really. It didn't have the heart of the Grateful Dead.
Okay.
That's for sure.
There's been a lot done about it.
They made me watch. Oh, I watched it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to say I didn't like it. But that's it. I didn't see it at the premiere. Me and Bob and Bill, we went out and had dinner.
Yeah.
While they showed the movie.
That's funny.
We came back right at the end when they all started. And we go, okay.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about some of the things that you do like. I was listening to the concert in Paris, 1974, this morning.
Yeah.
What was it besides the United States? What was your favorite country to play in?
Oh, Jesus, that's a good question. I think that I can't answer that question because they're all good when you play good. You know, every country is the same.
Yeah.
If the music is played well and we have a great time, France is great, England's great, Germany, it's all good if we play well. If we don't play well, the city sucks.
It's this place.
We blame it on the city.
Blame it on the city.
Of course.
Franklin Port.
I also, as a fan, there's an ebb and flow to the way I listen to your music, and so recently I flowed back to. I guess I ebbed back to. I ebbed back to studio albums. Do you? I don't know if you ever listen to your own music.
No.
But do you have a favorite studio album?
Yeah, I would have to say it would be, it was half studio and half live. It was called Anthem of the Sun. I think it was our second record, back to 3,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was probably my favorite. American Beauty, Working Man's Dead. They were nice, fuzzy, warm.
See, my first album I ever bought was Mars Hotel, so I automatically go back to that one. And Unbroken Chain. And
we were never very good in the studio. We never could cage the animal in the studio.
When did you realize that? It seemed to be early on.
Yeah, well, we thought we could make, no one knew how to make a record. But I mean, we didn't know how to make anything. We were just musicians at the time, and we weren't really savvy on the studio. No one had a studio.
Right.
Now I have a studio. Everybody has a studio. So we just weren't producible. There was too much anarchy in the band. Too many people wanting to do... they had strong opinions of it. So, and we never really liked it in the studio, the four walls. It was too captivating. We were like a captive in the studio. And we never really made a great record.
You guys had a pop explosion in the late 80s when you hit with Touch of Grey and Hell in a Bucket, In the Dark. Was that fun? Was that cool? Was it neat seeing a whole bunch of people who maybe had not been turned on? You always had legions of loyal fans, but here all of a sudden, boom, you had fresh music. And the tour was gigantic. Was it fun?
Oh, yeah, it was fun, but it wasn't quite like that.
Okay.
What happened was we were already playing stadiums at the time. That was in '87.
Yeah.
So instead of playing 1 or 2 days at the stadium, we were playing 3 days at the stadium.
Yeah.
So it really didn't affect us much. We just...
You guys were touring sold-out shows anyway.
We didn't feel it, which we were playing stadiums.
Yeah, but you know what? I found out about you guys because of Touch of Grey. There was a music video. I was young at the time, so so you guys had a music video, so you were totally reaching an audience. That,
we never did the videos or anything. We never did a single. So we weren't really part of the music industry. We never played that game, and we know if we lived by the single, we would die by the single. If we didn't have a hit.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny because I remember becoming aware of the Grateful Dead, through the iconic artwork that was associated with the band.
Yep.
What's that about? What's that about? So that predates, obviously, videos, but still, a visual medium brought me into the awareness of the music, which is very cool.
Exactly. It mirrored the music. In the old days, how that started was these artists would come to the shows, and we were all getting high, and psychoactive drugs, taking acid and whatever. And these were physical representations of what the music sounded like. They would go home and they would start painting, and they're still high, and that's what these things were representing. They were representing the music.
How were you vetting that, or was it just sort of, if you want to do it, or would you guys kind of consciously say, I don't like that, doesn't represent our band right, or was it just an open source?
Well, luckily in our case, the people would come up with these incredible,
iconic stuff.
Yeah. We just had to choose between the good stuff. I mean, it was so much good around. And a lot of people went home and just did it, and it was uncommissioned.
Yeah.
They just went out and said, this has to be done.
Wow.
And so then all of a sudden we looked at them, we go, that's us. And they go, okay, cool.
That's cool.
That's it.
Let me ask you, with the art and your painting, I mean, did people automatically take to it? Were you afraid you were going to get here's a musician trying to be a painter sort of deal?
I'm not afraid.
Yeah. So what was that jump like, and how well were you received initially? Because I mean, honestly, we were looking at the stuff. It's pretty amazing looking.
There it is.
Yeah. So what was that initially like?
Well, I didn't think of it as it's art. You know,
Yeah, it
just
is art,
came
yeah.
out. It's
Right.
you follow the muse. I mean, you're an artist. You know, the
Right.
thing that turns you on, makes you do things artistically. And first time I did it, I walked into the house and my daughter looked at it and she said, "You know, Dad, this got legs."
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Legs. She liked it.
Yeah.
And so if my daughter liked it, and she doesn't like much.
Does she like the dead? Does she like
that?
Okay.
So I said, okay, I'll paint. If you like it, I'll paint it.
You can take a look for yourself and see Mickey Hart's work. It's called Vibrational Expressionism, The Art of Mickey Hart. And Sunday, back out this way, King of Prussia, noon to 2. Is there a spot where we can go to get all this information, a website or anything, you guys?
I just want to meet the King of Prussia.
Yes, we all do.
And I want to see Mrs. Prussia.
Sure.
Mr. Prussia. And all of the little Prussias.
All the Prussians. Yeah.
I'm actually Mrs. Prussia.
She is.
Yeah.
She shops there all the time.
I heard that she cooks.
Oh,
You heard wrong.
have heard wrong, sir.
Wrong, Mrs. Prussia.
She makes reservations. Yeah.
I can make a mean reservation.
She makes a mean reservation.
She makes a mean Romanoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give some love to the one and only Mr. Mickey Hart.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by, man. So let me go to here, and more broken ribs. I have, it says Walper. Is your name Walper?
Walter.
Honestly, wouldn't you at least say,
Walper?
is this Judge Wapner calling in?
You got a nickname now, Walter.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you hear what happened to old Walper.
That's not even a mistype. I'm looking at the T and the P are like nowhere near each other on the keyboard.
Walper.
Name's Walper.
Let me get that straight. Your actual name is Walter. And what happened to you? So what happened to you, Walter?
All right. Well,
All right.
I've broken my hand.
Yeah.
I've fractured all my ribs.
Were these fights over your weird name, Walper?
It's not my name!
His guy's name's Walper. I'm gonna punch you.
At least you got a great nickname today.
Walper.
Well, hang in there, brother, okay?
From Touchstone Pictures, the inspiring story of a man named Walper. I've seen him. He's got some medical issues, but the worst thing is his name is Walper. And then a young therapist came into his life. Hi, I'm Kathy Romano. We're going to change that P to a T.
Simple as that.
And then his life turned around.
I'm the head of a Fortune 500 company. And I can do the saber dance.
That morning show's not making fun of me anymore.
Oh, man.
So the Kardashians won big as well last night, and they had a weird speech. They were trying to thank firefighters and stuff, and they actually made their win a tribute to the firefighters. And listen, see if you can hash this out. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It's been a really rough week in our home in Calabasas, Hidden Hills, and our neighbors in Thousand Oaks and Malibu. Our hearts are broken from the horrific shootings and those who have lost their lives and homes, as well as the hundreds of thousands of us that have been evacuated from the devastating fires that are currently burning. So thank you so much to all of the people that have voted for us. This is such an honor.
Did you make that leap there? Did you make that leap?
Okay.
There's a lot of fire out there, but thank you for voting for us.
Are they dedicating the award?
It gets to that at the end, yeah.
All right.
I'd like to dedicate this win to all of the firefighters, the law enforcement, and the first responders.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
I'd like to thank the people what put out the fires.
Like, it just doesn't seem very genuine ever when it comes from them.
You can see the guys who are really, eating smoke and battling flames up. I got great news, guys! Kardashian was dedicated to us!